face cam on. I gotta turn this off. The face cam's on, and I just turned it off.
Okay, hold on. I'll be you.
Go when you want. Hey Matthew. Did you know if your mom gives you $12 next week, everyone can go to Pizza Bones next week and get a kids special.
Huh?
Like you know that kids meal?
Yeah.
You can spend $10, get a $10 game card, a personal pan pizza for $10 for $10 credit. You want to do that next week?
Yeah.
And also we're gonna do Modern Warfare 2 night, right?
What do you mean?
Modern Warfare 2, right?
Pizza Bones?
Yeah.
What day is it? Wait, what day of the week is it?
Ma. What day of the week is the Pizza Bones event? Thursday? Huh? What day is the Pizza Bones Modern Warfare 2 event? Thursday? Yeah. Alright. It's Thursday.
What time?
What time? Ma. Or Haley, what time? Yeah. What time? What time is it gonna be at? What, Haley? 7? Just tell me. Why can't you just tell me?
Because I don't know. I took her, but she's in the bathroom.
What time? I'm gonna put a bullet in it.
No.
Just tell me.
I'm gonna hold again to see if it's definitely that time.
So it's Thursday, and my mom's calling again to see what time.
I'm just waiting for this. For the stream.
See if you're having the Modern Warfare event on Thursday.
I'm streaming.
Do you know what time it will be? And you know what time it's over?
It's 10.
And is it like you have like systems and like TVs and you just play? Okay, thank you. Bye. From 7 to 9.
So the Modern Warfare 2 thing is from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Thursday. Matthew. Matthew. So the event starts on Thursday at 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Are you going to be able to go? Huh?
Probably not. I'm not sure.
Maybe you could ask. And also I'm streaming, so. And also I'm streaming, so. I didn't.
Are you channel?
And also I'm streaming, so. It's not like anyone knows anyway.
Are you channel?
And also I'm streaming, so.
Obviously,
Anyway.
Are you channel?
And also I'm streaming, so.
obviously,
anyway.
Are you channel?
And also I'm streaming, so.
obviously,
Are you channel?
And also I'm streaming, so.
obviously,
And also I'm streaming, so.
obviously,
And also I'm streaming, so.
obviously,
And also I'm streaming, so. Huh? And also I'm this Thursday. Huh? And also I'm this Thursday. Huh? And also I'm at 7 to this Thursday. Huh? And also I'm at 7 to this Thursday. You don't see it? Huh? And also I'm at 7 to this Thursday. You don't see it? It's already on my channel. And also I'm at 7 to this Thursday. You don't see it? It's already on my channel. And also I'm at 7 to this Thursday. You don't see it? It's already on my channel. And also I'm at 7 to this Thursday. You don't see it? It's already on my channel. And also I'm How don't you see it?
How did this video get 203 views?
I do not know. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. You need to shut up, shut up.
You play Minecraft?
Yep.
Whoa. You play this video? What are you doing? What the?
I may turn it on and you'll be like,
Made worth this year.
Uh,
And how many views it got?
370.
Huh? Say 570?
800.
Oh. 586 views.
Dang.
Hi, Red.
Go. Go. Get up.
I don't have to get up.
Go. Go. I'm not even trying. I'm just telling her to get out. No, we're not. We're not going out anywhere. For what? No, we didn't. Why? We could have got earlier.
Yeah, I know he could have, but he said he was coming over. And he went out. He went out.
Do you see it?
Really?
Alright, so here we are. Alright, so here we are in front of the elephant.
Live TV means you can't plan for what's about to happen, and sometimes there's some serious medical surprises. Let's watch it together. Beep whoop!
It looks like Ruben is in the lead, and here
Oh,
comes
wipeout.
Elvis.
Oh! That could be a knee injury, an ankle injury, and a head injury, and a broken rib all in one.
Riverside Park, Rob Leth, Global News.
Great sign-off, though. The fall was so bad. It reminds me of Johnny Knoxville's thing with the bull.
It's time for our How You Doing Halloween costume contest. We do it every year. It's always a lot of fun. Let's get started. Our first caress.
Oh, oh. Oh!
The show cut to black and went to an extra long commercial break. But when it did come back on, Wendy was back up.
That was not a stunt. I'm overheated in my costume and I did pass out. But you know what? I'm a champ and I'm back.
Get evaluated. Overheating is a real issue. Dehydrating is a real issue. Heat stroke is a real issue. And it shouldn't be, oh, I just had a heat stroke, I fainted, I'm good to go now. That's not how it works. Okay, a little dancing, a little dancing. My dance moves are just as good as this. Yeah. What can go wrong medically here?
You okay?
I think someone got hurt.
Usually when patients describe a knee snapping, they mean the knee gave out. Most commonly, this can happen with a meniscus or an ACL, sometimes a PCL injury if there's some
Go
kind
on
of
my
like,
channel.
weird collision that happened.
I was catching her weight.
Oh, I see what happened. Okay, so there's potential for a meniscus injury there as well as an MCL injury. At that moment, if you have a tear of that ligament, you're just gonna get so much swelling and bruising. He's
my
gonna get an x-ray to
videos
make
and
sure
it'll
that
be
no
there.
bones are broken. He's gonna get some crutches. He's gonna get follow-up, get an MRI, find out that the medial meniscus and the MCL are torn, potentially either do rehab and or surgery, and we'll be back on his feet dancing his little heart away.
The problem is,
Oh! I did not expect a face first plummet like that. Call for help. First thing that we do, call for help before even investigating. And the microphone's still in her hand. The first thing you want to know is making sure that the person is conscious. Are they breathing? Do they have a pulse? Remember, if there's no pulse, you call 911 and you start those chest compressions, chest compressions, chest compressions. But it looks like she's kind of with it. So my prediction here and suspicion is that she had something known as a vasovagal syncopal episode, where because of nerves, because of extreme tension, her blood vessels dilated, her heart rate dropped, and as a result, she wasn't bringing enough circulation to her brain and she collapsed. This is very dangerous, not because of the actual situation that's happening with the low blood pressure, but the fall. The fall's the dangerous part. Like, she fell face first. As an EMT, you're really in a bad spot because you have no idea what just happened. The person isn't talking. You're trying to get information. You don't know, does this person have underlying medical conditions? So for their role, the most important thing is stabilizing the patient, getting them to an area where they can receive adequate care. She was treated for dehydration, released from the hospital. She returned for the showstopper. Okay, so dehydration can precipitate a vasovagal episode, but it can also cause a fainting episode all on its own. Because what happens is if you're dehydrated, meaning you haven't consumed enough beverages, you don't have water content, you actually lose a little bit of
crazy.
blood
That's
volume.
nice.
And when that happens, you can't generate enough pressure to bring the oxygenated blood to where it needs to go, like the brain and the vital organs, especially when you're standing. And as a result, with this blood pressure drop, you actually just faint as a life-saving life-saving mechanism. Your brain wants you to go flat because when you're flat, the lower blood pressure can still circulate the oxygenated blood throughout your body. Correcting dehydration in a severely dehydrated individual is also very important and needs to be done carefully, because if you rehydrate too quickly with the incorrect type of fluids, you can actually cause swelling in the brain and cause the patient to die that way. There's a lot of things that need to be taken into account here. Ooh, she looks stressed.
She okay?
Okay, okay,
Go get her, go get her. What happened?
Is she gonna throw up?
It's okay.
Again, very difficult to figure out what's going on. I like this position. It makes it easier for the blood to return back to the heart and go up to the brain.
Michaela has a condition that's pretty rare.
In 7th grade, I was diagnosed with vasovagal syncope.
That is not a rare condition. Now, maybe in individuals who it happens to quite often is a rare condition. There's two mechanisms at play during this type of syncope. One is increased parasympathetic nerve output, meaning that we're increasing that rest, digest mechanism, nervous system in your body that opens up blood vessels, which is good when you're lying down and relaxed. Not good when you're trying to perform physically on stage, because it drops your blood pressure, therefore not bringing oxygenated blood to the brain. And then at the same time, it shuts down sympathetic nerve firing. So think about this. The blood vessels in your legs expand, so blood pressure drops. Now, if your heart was allowed to sympathetically respond, it would increase its cardiac output by beating faster. As a result, you would be okay. You wouldn't even feel that something's going on. But because you're shutting down the sympathetic and overdriving the parasympathetic, you're creating a really bad disimbalance that causes someone to faint and potentially really hurt themselves.
Well, a very, very heavy debatation tonight. We had a very Darrison bite. Let's go to terrorizing those to the head of the pit.
Do we know what happened here? Look like a potential stroke.
She claims it was a migraine.
There are types of migraines that can present with neurologic symptoms known as complex migraines. I would want to...
Oh, okay. Like, I can walk and get you. What I meant is that, like, I can walk and get you. Me and my mom can walk and get you.
Enemy!
She said, yeah.
All right. So, like, right when we get off the bus, you'll probably be home, like, always late?
No, like, whenever it's late.
It probably usually is. I don't know if, hopefully, I wish we had early release tomorrow.
Hostile UAV in the area. UAV overhead.
Emergency. Liberty County with my cousin and friend Bella 5 months ago.
Reloading.
You want me to get you, like, when you're off the bus, or like
I'll be home at like
reloading.
We lost half the field. Fight back. Sometimes I'll come on until like 3:30 or something.
Reloading.
you said like 4 or something.
Let's
Hopefully it isn't.
Loading. Low on ammo. Your position.
Approaching your 6.
I don't know. Why do I have to ask everything? You could just ask for me.
I have to walk with you. I need to know what's going on.
Then ask for yourself then.
It's not my friend. I don't care what's going on.
Full workup to see
So
if there
are you
was in
coming in
fact
my
a stroke.
house
Now, in
tomorrow,
young,
or,
otherwise
like,
healthy
just coming
people,
to my
sometimes the cause of a stroke can happen as a result of a PFO that generally people don't know about that they have. But as a result, if you ever have a blood clot in your leg and it starts traveling to your heart, it can transfer instead of going into your lungs into the left side of your heart through that hole, and then as a result get shot up to the brain, leading to a stroke.
Well, I'm gonna get you, and you could come in the house if you want, I guess. Yeah.
I'm watching you play Liberty.
Oh.
Hard? Well, mostly over hard.
Yeah.
You want to go to bed, bro? That's crazy. Just play, right? Or not?
Yeah, a little bit.
That's kind of good.
Mhm.
This is me 10 years ago.
Dan Harris. I've read this book where he talks about this very moment.
Researchers report people who take cholesterol-lowering drugs called statins for at least 5 years may also lower their risk for cancer. But it's too early to prescribe statins slowly for cancer production. At this point, I realize I'm helpless, so I bail right in the middle. That does it. We're going to go back now to Robin and Charlie. I knew with rock-solid certainty that I had just had a panic attack on national television.
Panic attacks are a real phenomenon, and people think that they're all in their heads. Panic attacks may start in the mind, but they continue out to the rest of your body, which means that you feel like your heart is racing 1,000,000 miles an hour. You can't take a deep breath. There's an impending feeling of doom. You feel weak, you feel numbness, tingling. That's why so many people will describe it as a near heart attack episode, and sometimes we do want to rule out a heart attack.
I spent years in war zones where I covered the heroics of our men and women overseas and got a real taste of both the horror and the adrenaline of combat. After years of always barreling forward, when I finally slowed down, it was as if my mind revolted and I got depressed. And so, in my free time, I briefly but stupidly began self-medicating. And it was those recreational drugs, my doctor would later tell me, that almost certainly produced the on-air panic attack.
I wouldn't say it's necessarily those drugs that caused it. They could have indirectly caused it by increasing the feelings of anxiety. Because a lot of people will take feel-good drugs when they're depressed, and as a result, those feel-good drugs will mess with your neurotransmitters, leading to higher highs but also lower lows. And as a result, withdrawal symptoms that can make it feel like you're having a panic attack or make it feel much worse. So much so that it could disrupt you in your place of
What? What?
It disrupt you in your place of
What?